This is my video response for characters from the class that I felt like I could identify with and connect with. I chose a character from two movies, one of each, one from the platform and one from Los Avidados. So the first character that I picked, and I might butcher her name, she was the second character or the second person that the main character of the platform, Goreng, shared a floor with in the vertical prison. I believe her name is Imogiri. Um, and she chose to actually bring her dog as her object into the vertical prison. She swapped every other day, her eating and her dog Ramsey's the second eating. And that alone stood out to me because I feel like somewhere where food is already so scarce to be already so selfless to bring your dog and have that companionship, but also skip a day of food just so your dog can eat. I feel like that's really special and it really uh, it says a lot about who she is as a person and maybe that she needs that companionship in the vertical prison. She is in here because she found out that she had cancer and I believe, in my eyes, I feel like she wanted to make a difference in the vertical prison based on her actions, where every single day, she tries to make rations for everyone in the prison. And she'd send them down saying, you guys make some rations for the next group, tell the next group. And I feel like that was a really selfless motive of hers because she could have eaten anything that she wanted, but she definitely understood the system because she worked there prior. She understood that the system was really, really messed up, and the higher floors obviously get more food than the lower floors, and it's like a class system, and she understood that. And I think that her motives to try to ration the food were really selfless. So I definitely related to this because I could identify with that selflessness that she had. I really want to live my life out to help people, which is why my major is nursing right now. Um, and I feel like also, along with just feeling connected with her because of those motives, she also is a kind of person who I feel like she likes companionship because she brought her dog with her. And as horrible as an idea as it might be to bring my dog with me into a vertical prison, I would consider it because I'm really close with my pets and I love them, and I feel like I would need that companionship in such a lonely, dark place. So the second character that I picked was Pedro from Los Olvidados. I took my own kind of a spin on Pedro's character because he started off as one of the kids in that big rebellious group, and he was on the run from the police after his friend Haibo murdered a boy who got him into juvie. And you kind of see throughout the film, Pedro gets accused of stealing a knife and sent to like a boys' work camp. And I feel like there was really where I took my own spin on him, and he really started to change as a person and a character. He had a lot of development at this point because the principal gave him some money to run out an errand for him. Haibo ended up finding him taking the money, but Pedro, easily could have followed Haibo and been like, oh, yeah, let's run away from this place, use the money. But he fought for that money back. And I feel like then he realized the difference of what social influences are, the good and the bad, and how they can impact us. And I think from then on out until the end of the movie when he died, I feel like he really wanted to make a difference. So for me, I kind of identified with that feeling of, or that development of figuring out the social influences in your life. I feel like everyone kind of goes through that. Um, he definitely shifts as a person as he tries to do the right thing. He definitely still has a bit of that reckless side, that sense of humor that he had at the beginning. Um, but I felt really connected to his development and kind of growing up and realizing who the people you want to surround yourself with are. That was what I took from his character and from part of this movie. I did do some research on the movie as well, and I found that the actor created an alternate ending where Pedro ended up living and he went back to the principal of the boys' school and gave him back the money. And I feel like that says a lot about who Pedro was at the start of the movie and who he became at the end of the movie. And I really related to that kind of development and growing up and learning about the power of social influences in our lives. So that's why Pedro stuck out to me and why I could relate to him a bit.